Las Vegas saw the largest year-over-year jump of investor purchases in single-family residential property in this country, up almost 28%. Is it too late to invest in Las Vegas? I'm gonna let you in on all my secrets on how to get your offer accepted in this competitive market. There's been a lot of news articles about investors snatching up residential single-family housing in Las Vegas. Corporate investors bought about $1.02 billion worth of residential single-family housing in Q3 of 2024. Corporate investors now own approximately about 14% of residential property in Las Vegas Valley and about 25% in North Las Vegas. Economists have attributed this spike to rents increasing higher than the national median average, the tourism industry, and also the booming local economy. Another likely reason is because Las Vegas has one of the smallest capital gain margins for home sales in the country. There are two schools of thoughts on this, and I'll go over one, the pros. So I think it's great that so many investors have eyes on Las Vegas. It's really cementing us not just as a tourist destination, but a major metropolitan city. And I think some investors have done really great work by purchasing single-family homes in these otherwise very stagnant areas and renovating them and really making the home value appreciate. However, on the other hand, it's becoming more unaffordable for the residents of Las Vegas and the people who really make the city run. Home prices have increased by 50% since the start of the pandemic in 2020, and coupled with high interest rates, it's making it more difficult for first-time home buyers or people who are actually residents of Las Vegas. So tell me in the comments below what your thoughts are on corporate investors in Las Vegas. Do you think it's a net positive, or do you think it's actually going to be a detriment to Las Vegas residents? So what does this mean if you're looking to invest in Las Vegas? A lot of corporate investors are all cash buyers, and they're typically looking at single-family housing in the 300 to 400 range. So I tell a lot of my clients, if they're looking slightly around that price range, but not really looking at the same price range that all these corporate investors are. And because these corporate investors are all cash buyers, you're gonna have to be a little bit more creative in your offer. If you're looking at that price range, just know that you'll most likely be competing with other corporate investors. I've been in situations where there have been multiple offers alongside other investors, and here are some tips that I would give to make your offer stand out. The first one would be to put the offer in your name. Even if you plan on holding this property in an LLC or a trust, I do think it's really important to put your name on the offer so the sellers feels like they're selling to a person and not an entity. And then once we're in contract, it's very easy to write an addendum to switch it over to either the trust or an LLC to hold title in. Price in terms. Most corporate investors are all cash buyers. So if you're bringing in financing, you need to be a little bit flexible on the price and terms. I've beaten all cash offers simply by writing in terms that are favorable from the sellers. It's important to have your realtor really understand what the sellers are looking for and then write those terms into your offer. Realtor. I've gotten my offers accepted in multiple offer situations simply by establishing a relationship with the listing agent, pre-qualifying my buyer, really understanding the seller's timeline, and advocating for my buyer's interests. There was one instance where I got my buyer's offer accepted simply by putting in a lease back for the seller where the other offers didn't factor that in. Or in another situation where we had an assumable loan where I asked the sellers all the right questions that they felt like me and my buyers were the most qualified to actually take on the assumable loan and have a very smooth transaction. If you're looking for an investor specialist that will really advocate for you, I love to help. I'm Shauna with the Thomas Group. You can find all my contact information at thethomasgrouplv.com. I'll be at extension 9, and I'll see you in the next video.